Let's talk about the tiny tech that powers everything, semiconductors or chips. These minuscule pieces of silicon are the brains behind our phones, cars, computers, and even the infrastructure that keeps our world running. Without them, modern life as we know it would grind to a halt. For years, the focus in the chip industry was on speed, efficiency, and cost. Companies chased the best deals and fastest production, often looking overseas. But now, the conversation has shifted. It's not just about how fast chips are made, but where they're made, and who controls that process. The US, once the undisputed leader in semiconductors, now relies heavily on chips made overseas, mainly in Taiwan, which produces the most advanced chips in the world. This shift has left America dependent on a single region for critical technology. This creates a huge vulnerability. If anything disrupts that supply, whether it's a natural disaster, political conflict, or trade dispute, the impact would be immediate and severe, affecting everything from national security to daily conveniences. The pandemic's chip shortage made this painfully clear. Suddenly, cars, game consoles, and computers were hard to find, and prices soared. It was a wake-up call for businesses and consumers alike. America's economy and security are tied to fragile global supply chains. A single bottleneck can ripple across industries, causing delays, shortages, and lost opportunities. That's why Intel's comeback is so important. As the nation's top chip maker, Intel is leading the push to bring advanced manufacturing back to US soil, investing billions in new plants and research. The goal is clear: a secure, resilient supply chain so America can design and build the next generation of technology at home, without relying on unpredictable foreign sources. This isn't just about Intel, it's about securing America's technological future, creating high-tech jobs, and reducing risky dependencies that could threaten innovation and security. Chips power everything from AI to communication networks, medical devices, and defense systems. Without a steady supply, innovation stalls and progress slows. By rebuilding its manufacturing base, the US aims to keep tech progress on track, create new opportunities, and safeguard its future for generations to come. It's a massive, complex effort, involving government, industry, and workers across the country, but one the nation sees as absolutely essential to its future. For decades, seeing the Intel Inside logo meant you had the best chip powering your computer. Intel was synonymous with innovation, reliability, and top-tier performance, becoming a household name in technology. Intel dominated the market by designing and manufacturing its own processors, setting the pace for the entire industry and pushing the boundaries of what computers could do. But over the last decade, Intel stumbled. Delays in new manufacturing processes and missed deadlines let rivals like TSMC and Samsung surge ahead, changing the balance of power in the chip world. These companies focus solely on manufacturing, investing heavily in cutting-edge technology, and attracting customers like Apple, AMD, and Nvidia, who demanded the most advanced chips. Apple's switch from Intel to its own custom chips, manufactured by TSMC, was a major blow and signaled a shift in industry leadership. Intel's repeated delays with new technologies and manufacturing processes allowed competitors to take the lead and win over key customers. TSMC and Samsung kept innovating at a rapid pace, while Intel struggled to keep up and faced mounting pressure from all sides. Suddenly, Intel was no longer the performance leader. It found itself playing catch-up in the very field it once dominated, watching its rivals pull ahead. The company that once set the standard for the entire industry now faces the daunting challenge of regaining its edge and reclaiming its place at the top. To address the chip supply crisis, the US passed the CHIPS and Science Act in 2022. This law set aside over $52 billion to boost domestic chip manufacturing. Intel stands to receive billions in grants and loans, giving it the resources to expand and modernize its factories. These funds help Intel compete with global rivals who get heavy government support. The CHIPS Act is more than a bailout, it's a strategic investment in America's tech future. Intel's success is now tied to the nation's ability to secure its own chip supply. For decades, Intel was known for designing and manufacturing only its own chips, tightly controlling every step of the process. But as the semiconductor industry evolved, so did the rules of the game. TSMC's foundry model, producing chips for any company that needs them, quickly became the new industry standard, transforming how technology companies bring their products to life. Now, Intel is making a major shift by opening its advanced factories to outside customers through its new Intel Foundry Services division. This strategic move allows Intel to compete for manufacturing contracts from top chip designers like Apple, as well as industry giants such as Nvidia and Qualcomm, who previously relied on other foundries. The global foundry market is massive, worth hundreds of billions of dollars and growing every year, and serving external customers helps Intel offset the enormous costs of building and upgrading state-of-the-art fabrication plants. Competing as a foundry means Intel must stay on the absolute cutting edge of technology. There's no longer any room for delays or missteps. To win outside business, Intel has to deliver not just world-class technology, but also top-tier customer service and reliability. This new pressure could help restore the discipline and innovation that once made Intel a leader in the industry. By building chips for a wide range of clients, Intel can improve its own manufacturing processes and strengthen its product lines. It's a bold, risky move, one that requires vision and determination, but it's also the path back to industry leadership. Intel's future now depends on its ability to become a top-tier foundry, shaping the next era of global technology. For Intel's foundry business to succeed, it needs major customers. CEO Pat Gelsinger is courting tech giants, aiming to prove Intel's new manufacturing tech is world-class. Apple, once a key Intel customer, is in early talks. Landing them would be a huge win. Microsoft has already committed to using Intel's next-gen process for a future chip, giving Intel instant credibility. This sends a strong message. Intel is back in the game. Intel is also talking to Nvidia and AMD, hoping to win even a slice of their business. Securing these deals would fill Intel's new factories and reshape the competitive landscape. Winning over top customers is the key to Intel's foundry ambitions. Intel's comeback isn't just about new tech, it's about building factories worldwide. In the US, Intel is investing over $40 billion in new fabs in Ohio and Arizona, creating thousands of jobs. These projects, backed by the CHIPS Act, are central to America's push for tech independence. But Intel's vision is global. It's building a major fab in Germany and expanding in Ireland to serve Europe. In Israel and Malaysia, Intel is boosting both R&D and manufacturing. This global network makes Intel's supply chain more resilient and flexible. By spreading out production, Intel can better serve customers everywhere. Unlike TSMC, which is concentrated in Taiwan, Intel's factories will be spread across key regions. This geographic diversity is a strategic advantage in an uncertain world. Intel's global expansion is a bet on the future of tech manufacturing. Intel's transformation is expensive, and the financial pain is real. Its foundry division lost $7 billion in 2023, with losses expected to peak in 2024 as investments ramp up. Building new fabs and developing advanced tech takes time and money. Intel expects to break even by 2027, once new factories are running at full capacity. The road is risky, testing investor patience and company resolve. Success depends on flawless execution, winning big customers, and avoiding costly delays. If Intel hits its targets, it will reclaim its place as a leader in both chip design and manufacturing. This financial turnaround is as crucial as the technological one for America's tech future.